I chose my dad for my interview too. I chose him because he's just one of my mentors. Like, I've always looked up to him as a person, and he's never really gotten it easy in life, and he's really made the most of all the situations that he's been given. So I've just always looked up to him, and I just want to make him proud. So I mean, he worked his whole life, kind of the same thing as my grandpa. They both went through similar things. My great grandpa, not to disrespect him too much, but he was kind of like a bum. He didn't really do a whole lot, and didn't really give my grandpa any opportunities. My grandpa had to like hitchhike just to get to school in the morning and stuff like that. But regardless, my grandpa made a life for himself, and then my dad took that and he made an even better life for himself. So, um, yeah, my dad ended up going to school here at UK in the late 70s, and he got a degree in civil engineering. And then later he worked for P&G and got an MBA. And like I said, his mentor was his dad. He saw the hard work that his dad had done, even with the difficult upbringing. And my grandpa, he was in college for like 8 years, taking night school classes while he was in the Navy. So it was kind of like he knew what he wanted, and no matter how long it was going to take him, he wanted to get there. And another mentor of my dad was his mom, who was someone who would always speak out if she felt like something was wrong, and just had a very strong conscience, and was always very family oriented, which is definitely something that my dad has brought into like our family. It's kind of we always go out of our way when we're on vacation to meet with like second and third cousins, that people that he maybe from my mom's side that he doesn't even know, and they'll reach out and make sure that we get to meet them just because he loves that family connection. So one of his faculty mentors is actually his 8th grade history teacher, who basically, like, he was a history teacher, but he knew that really there was stuff that kids need to know more than history, so he went out of his way to teach them about like the stock market and using money, paying bills, all that different kind of stuff. And my dad, we actually still go to church with the guy, so he gets to see him all the time, and he still thanks him for teaching him all those life lessons, and really like caring enough to take him aside and like teach him all those things to help him become a more responsible adult. So, like I said earlier, my dad worked for P&G. He worked there for 37 years, and he worked for the state of Ohio for a little bit. They used to have this program where if you became a civil engineer, they'd like pay for your tuition if you work for the state afterwards. So he did that. He's now retired though. He's been retired for about 8 or 9 years, I think. He when my mom passed away, he wanted to be able to be with his kids, so he didn't have to just like joke between babysitters all the time. So he stepped away, which is something that I admire, and he's a really good stay-at-home dad, and just yeah. So I always like talking to him about stuff like that, just getting to know everything about like his upbringing, his experiences. He's always really open to share stories and give his insight to me. I feel like I really like learned a lot about myself through talking to him, and he gives me faith that I can do all the things that he did, because like we're blood obviously, and he believes in me, and I have a lot of the similar traits and that he does. So yeah, I would say my dad is my mentor.